Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekend advice reading for the weekend of the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th of March 2016. So we're looking at the main energies that we will be potentially dealing with throughout this weekend, and then we have additional messages to serve as guidance as to why things are happening this way and what we should do next. And the message for this weekend is a very powerful one. Okay, it talks about breakthroughs and successes, and it also wants to reassure you that you are worthy of these successes, that you shouldn't doubt yourself, question yourself, that you should give yourself credit because you are on the verge of a breakthrough and you will have this success and this victory in your life with whatever you're trying to manifest. You will have it, it will come to you, and it is important that you take a moment to give yourself credit and to really take in the moment to realize how capable you are and how strong you are. Okay? So the first card we have the Emperor, and this is telling me that in the past we got to a place where we were stuck in a rut. Okay, this is the influence of the past that is affecting our current situation, and so this is something we did or said or changed in the past that has led to our present situation, basically. And so, and the present situation is the Tower card. So this is telling me that we are currently going through some changes, a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of endings of preconceived notions, of negative views or old views that have changed and you just haven't updated them maybe. There's a lot of shakeups happening. We are experiencing, some of us, radical changes, like changing our career into something completely different. We're going a completely different way. Or maybe we weren't planning on starting a family and all of a sudden it's happening, so you just have to make room for it. You have to adjust and prepare for it because it's changing everything. It's taking over your entire world. Maybe we thought, maybe we had given up on love, and so all of a sudden here we are, there's someone knocking on our door that is really trying to get under our skin and get to know us and wants to spend time with us and all of that, and we don't know what to do with it because in the past with the Emperor card it was same old. The Emperor talks about structure, authority, someone who's being rigid, someone who cannot see beyond the set of rules they have to follow. This could also talk about oppression for some of us. Again, in whichever area of life this applies for you, it could talk about oppression in the sense of you didn't really feel like you had a say in what was happening because someone else was calling the shots and just basically telling you what to do and you just had to go along with it. Or that's at least how you felt, that you didn't have a choice, you didn't have a say in the matter. Okay, this is talking about the old way of doing things. Tradition. It's making me think of tradition, of well-established rules, well-established ground rules. You do this, you don't do this, or what your parents had envisioned for you, what your parents had envisioned your future to be, what the elders of your family envisioned your future to be. And so that's what the Emperor is making me think of. And then with the Tower card, this is telling me that this is what we are breaking out of. This is a powerful time of manifestation for us. This is a time when we're taking our power back and realizing that we are free and more than capable of doing what we want to do, doing the things that make our hearts sing, doing what we're passionate about, doing what we are truly talented at, doing trying to, this is the time when you leave a 9-to-5 job and you start a business, you know, with a hobby of yours. You turn a hobby into a business, into a way of making money. It's that kind of energy, just complete shifts, okay? Just complete freedom and breakthrough of old patterns, old traditions, old rules that someone else potentially set for you. And at the time, you didn't feel like you had a say in the situation. Old ways of seeing yourself, old ways of seeing the world, old ways of thinking when it comes to what you deserve, to who you are or who you should be. Okay, you are now breaking free of that. The Tower card comes in and shakes everything up, okay? The lid has blown. This is a breakthrough. This is a liberation. A lot of people don't like to see the Tower card, but even though the energy as it's happening may not be the most pleasant, because you feel like nothing makes sense all of a sudden, maybe the situation you were in for years and years that didn't really fulfill you wasn't the best, but you knew what to expect, and so that gave you some comfort. And then when the Tower comes in, it just deletes that completely. And then you're left thinking, what do you do? Because you have that freedom. All of a sudden, you have that freedom of you can do whatever you want to do. And you really need a second to figure out what's going on, because something you were very familiar with has completely disappeared from your life. And now you have the freedom and the power to make your life whatever you want it to be. Okay, so you need a second to adjust. But then we have the Ace of Swords, and this is telling me of a beautiful new beginning that we have, where we have control. Okay, you and I and all of us are grabbing that sword tight and cutting away from our lives anything that needs to go, anything and anyone that needs to go, that is holding us back, that does not match who we are now. We have grown, we have evolved. Okay, we do not fit into this box anymore. We have outgrown it. And so now we are grabbing onto the sword and we have this new beginning. And we are the victor. We have the clarity of mind, the perspective, the bird's eye view. We know exactly where we want to go. We know how to get there. And with this sword, we will cut away any obstacles or anything that is not supposed to be on our path. Okay, we have this aha moment. We have this epiphany of that is where I'm meant to be. That is where I need to be headed. And you see the road ahead of you. You just need to grab hold of the sword and cut away any kind of obstacles on your path. Okay, but again, it is a new beginning that will have long-lasting effects, and you are in control with this new beginning. You can make it whatever you want to make it. Okay, you can make it anything. Okay, any dream you have, you can make it a reality now, because this is the energy of tomorrow for you, because you have gone through the energy of the Tower. Okay, so this entire weekend is going to be about shifts, about changes, radical changes, complete transformations, and you have already grown a lot to get here, to be able to say that you have outgrown this box, but you're still growing. You are still growing, and by the time we leave the weekend, we will have a new clarity, a new perspective, a new perception of who we are and what we're capable of. Okay, our self-confidence is gonna skyrocket, because we will have this clarity and this objectivity. If before we actually believed people when they said, oh, you couldn't do that. I mean, I know you want to, but I don't think you could do it. I don't think you could handle the pressure. I don't think you could handle all the people coming at you. I don't think you could handle a serious relationship. I don't think, whatever people have told you, you are cutting that away. You now understand that it is simply not true. You know exactly who you are. You know what you deserve. You know what you want. You know how to get it. And so you're headed in that direction. And so whatever else is, people are trying to tell you, or, to knock your confidence down, or to knock your self-esteem, it doesn't affect you anymore because you see things clearly now and you see that it's simply not true. Okay, you have the sense of empowerment where you know exactly who you are, and anyone who doesn't see that and tries to tell you differently, they don't need to be there. Okay, and it doesn't affect you. This is a swords card. This is rational thinking. This is logical thinking. You're not reacting emotionally. Okay, maybe with the Tower card you have a little panic, a little fear, a little uncertainty, but by the time you end the weekend, rational, logical, clarity of mind. Okay, and so we're headed into this beautiful new beginning where we are a lot more in control than we have ever been. Okay, we have more freedom than we did in the past. The additional cards that we have, okay, to serve as guidance, we have number 6, love. And this is about love, relationships, healing, self-love. Okay, it's love of all kinds. So it has to do with how you view yourself, if you give yourself the proper credit, if you nurture yourself, if you nurture your dreams and your passions. This is the relationships with the people around you. Are you investing in the right relationships? Are you investing in a relationship with a person who is truly there for you and truly there to support you? Or have you been investing in a relationship where you thought that person had your back, but in reality, aware of what they were doing or not, they were really chipping away at your self-esteem? Or you may have been living in their shadow for some reason because you didn't think you were good enough for something. Okay? So this card is coming in to tell you that you have this realization and this clarity of mind of who needs to be in your life, who doesn't, what situations need to be in your life, what situations need to go, which path you're supposed to go on. Through all these changes and any relationships that you may need to cut away, please do so from a place of love. Okay, and I know you will have this inner knowing that it is simply time to move on, and you will be grateful to that person for the lessons you have learned as a result of having them in your lives, good or bad. Okay, they may have been good to you, they may have been not so good to you, but either way you learned and you grew from that experience. And so be grateful for that, say thank you, make your peace, and just release them. Okay? It is also telling you, like I say, take the time to give yourself credit. Take the time to nurture yourself. Give yourself what you deserve. You have been through a lot. You're still going through a lot. And you are keeping it together. And you are gaining new knowledge and new clarity. You wouldn't have this breakthrough if you didn't deserve it. You wouldn't be having this new beginning of your own making if you didn't deserve it. Okay, so that needs to be very clear in our minds. Then we have another one card that talks about new beginnings, 3 graces. And this is a card that is about cooperative ventures with friends, joy, sharing, and new partnerships that are fun. Okay, with the love card, to me, love is, first of all, love of all kinds, love of yourself, love of other people, love of your family, love of your partner, love of nature. And then we go into your dreams and your passions and what makes you feel joy and alive and in love with the world. Okay, so we may have breakthroughs when it comes to relationships, when it comes to how we view what we deserve in a relationship, what we will tolerate, what we will not stand for in a relationship. So we may be gaining clarity to that and then making the changes we need to make. If that means detaching yourself from a situation, walking away from a situation, taking your power back, then you simply have that understanding that you are doing it because it is time. Okay? You're not running away from something. You are still in a place of love. You still have love for that person. They, still helped you grow. So you still have love and respect and friendship and, everything else for that person. It is simply time to go. And so that is a healthy way to walk away from a situation, because that way you understand it, you can make your peace with it, and truly release it so that it doesn't come back to haunt you, so that you don't have doubts about it further down the line, or regrets even of what you did or what you said. Okay? And again, whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to manifest, even if it's in career and you think, oh, that has nothing to do with love, it does. Okay? It is. Honor yourself is what the card is telling you. Honor yourself. What do you feel is your path? What are your dreams? What are your passions? What have you been working hard to manifest? Give yourself credit. Nurture these dreams. Nurture these passions. Give yourself a time to take a breath and really take the whole situation in. See how far you have come. It's okay to be proud of what you've accomplished and reward yourself for it in one way or another. Okay? Because you are having these changes and these breakthroughs, and you are heading into this new beginning with whatever that means for you. Next card we have, visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So, as you're going through the Tower energy, visualize your positive outcome, a successful outcome. Again, whatever that means for you. And you will bring it to you. You will draw it to you. And I'm looking at the wings of the angel, and they're blue. And they're making me think of communication. And they're making me think of the blue on the sword. And they're making me think of the blue and the love card. So visualize your outcome, especially as you're going through the Tower energy. Visualize where you want to be at the end of it. Visualize what your new beginning looks like. And continue to focus on that as things still try to settle into a new rhythm, into a new way of being. And you will attract your success, okay? Before you know it, the energy of the Tower will be over, and you will find yourself standing tall on your own, on a new path of your new beginning, of your own making. Okay? So you have success coming in for you, okay? Success, accomplishments, feeling content, again, in whichever area of life this applies to you. And how you can visualize success and manifest success easier and quicker, we have you are special. And this card is really making me say, there's no need to put your head down. Chin up. You are strong. You are special. Not a lot of other people could have gone through what you have gone through and still be here to tell about it, talk about it. Or still be here and still have their wits about them. Okay, you are strong. You are special. Everything that you have been going through and that you are going through happens because you can handle it. We have this saying back home that says, God never gives you more than you can handle. So whenever we're going through something that is very difficult, that comes to my mind, and it reminds me that, okay, I'm I wouldn't be going through this, as difficult as it is, if I couldn't handle it, learn from it, and come out on the other side a bigger, better person, grow from this experience. And that shifts your focus, and it really helps. It does me anyway. Okay? So this is really saying, chin up, take a deep breath, look at everything you have accomplished, look at everything you have been through, look at everything good in your life, look at who you are and how far you've come. And don't put your head down. Don't feel bad, don't feel ashamed, don't feel guilty. Don't doubt yourself, don't feel like you're not worthy. You are special. Everything that is happening to you is happening because either you can handle it or because you deserve it. Good or bad, depends on the situation. Okay? So it's time for you, for us all, to lift our chin. Okay? Raise our eyes from the ground and look dead on, straight on, and get this clarity of mind and this clear perspective and perception of who you are, what you can do, what you can accomplish. And feel the love. Let the love fill you up. This is also telling you that no matter what you're going through, look at everything from a place of love. Okay? If you surround yourself with love, you only attract more of that. And the first thing that you can do that you don't need anyone else for is have self-love. Have love and respect and understanding for yourself. And that is how you attract someone else to your life. And that is how you attract more beautiful situations to your life. Okay? So, this is the message that I'm getting for us for the weekend of the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th of March 2016. I hope you find it useful. I hope it makes sense to you and you can apply it to your life and really head into a much better place for yourself. Feeling in control, feeling empowered, and feeling a lot more nurturing and understanding and loving towards yourself and towards everyone and everything around you. Okay? So, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my videos, liking my videos, sharing my videos. Please do share them if you think anyone else can benefit from them. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you make sense of the messages and how they apply to a particular situation. I do love hearing from you all. I hope we have a beautiful, liberating, loving weekend. And I will talk to you next week. Take care.